Hey everyone, welcome to this explainer. Most of the world's most valuable knowledge is currently locked away inside unstructured text. We're talking PDFs, endless email chains, dense scientific papers, news articles. It's essentially a massive digital junk drawer. Well, today, we're going to learn exactly how to unlock all that trapped knowledge and pour it directly into a highly structured, queryable knowledge graph using natural language processing and large language models. Let's get into it.
Think about this for a second. An estimated 80% of enterprise data is totally unstructured. 80%. It's just sitting there, trapped. Historical archives, complex legal contracts, customer emails. Traditional databases just can't handle the rich context hidden inside these formats. But knowledge graphs, they absolutely can, provided we know how to extract the right information.
Take a look at this. It's a 1932 diary entry from the Rockefeller Archive Center. It's an absolute goldmine of historical knowledge, detailing astrological research and all these academic relationships. But a standard row and column database is going to completely fail to capture the incredibly complex web of people, topics, and money hiding in these paragraphs.
So here is our roadmap to solving this. We'll look at the overarching data challenge, define how to extract entities, compare traditional NLP with LLMs, dive into some prompt engineering, build our graph, and finally uncover some mind-blowing network insights.
All right, let's jump straight into the first major hurdle, bridging the unstructured data gap.
To get from messy text to a structured database, your data has to go through a very specific pipeline. It starts with digitization. Think optical character recognition for scanned PDFs. But, just capturing the words isn't enough. We need the actual meaning. That's where the custom knowledge extraction phase comes in, and it relies on two absolute powerhouses, named entity recognition and relation extraction. These are literally the engines pulling the raw facts right out of the text.
Which brings us nicely to our next step. Let's look at how we actually create the nodes and edges for our graph.
The first core mechanic here is named entity recognition, or NER. Simply put, this is a machine learning system that scans raw text, finds specific points of interest, and categorizes them. It's honestly like having a highly trained assistant read a document with a fistful of highlighters, perfectly marking every single person, place, or concept they stumble across.
Now, the specific entity types you hunt for will change drastically depending on your industry. If you're in finance, you might configure your NER to highlight organizations and monetary amounts to keep track of corporate mergers. In the legal space, you're probably looking for clauses and jurisdictions. And in healthcare, you'll want to pinpoint things like diseases, drugs, and research topics. You really have to define what matters most to your specific domain.
Okay, but just finding the entities isn't enough, right? We need to know how they actually interact. That's our second mechanic, relation extraction. This brilliant process captures the semantic links. So, if the text says, Jane Austen is currently employed by Google, relation extraction mathematically structures that as the node, Jane Austen, connected by an edge labeled employed_by to the node, Google. And boom, you have the very foundation of your graph.
So, with those mechanics in mind, what is the best tool for the job? Traditional NLP or large language models?
It's an interesting debate. Traditional NLP frameworks like Spacey are lightning fast and the infrastructure is super cheap, but they require massive amounts of manually labeled data to train. LLMs like OpenAI's GPT-4 are basically the opposite. They offer immense flexibility right out of the box. You can extract complex relationships with zero-shot prompting, and they'll even resolve ambiguous pronouns automatically. The catch? Well, they can get pretty expensive at scale, and you absolutely must have careful validation in place to prevent those notorious AI hallucinations.
If we do decide to leverage the incredible power of LLMs, our secret weapon becomes prompt engineering.
A robust extraction prompt isn't just a suggestion, it's a strict set of instructions. It requires 4 precise steps. 1. Explicitly define the exact entity types you want. 2. Provide your target schema, the exact node and relationship names. 3. Demand a structured JSON output. Literally tell the model to return a format with entities and relationships in brackets so your downstream systems don't break. And 4. Always add a verification step. You have a few different options for how you structure these prompts. You might throw a zero-shot prompt at a brand new document just to quickly see what's in there. But for really dense stuff like a 50-page legal contract or a scientific paper, a few-shot prompt is a game changer. By providing 2 or 3 exact examples of the JSON output you expect, you essentially force the LLM to output the exact structure your knowledge graph needs. And if the text is super ambiguous, you can even use chain of thought prompting to ask the model to reason out loud before giving you the final data.
Okay, so the LLM did its job. We've got our JSON. Now, let's actually build this graph.
Before we can just ingest this data into a database like Neo4j, we have to clean it up. We have to normalize names and perform what's called entity resolution. Imagine your text mentions E. Lawrence, Ernest Lawrence, and Prof. Lawrence. Graph-based entity resolution looks at their shared relationships, like the fact that they all received the same grant from the Rockefeller Foundation, to logically deduce, hey, these are the exact same person, and merges them into a single unified node.
To put that into perspective, let's look at a really complex healthcare example. We can take our entity resolution to the next level by integrating strict domain ontologies like SNOMED. By using specialized traditional NLP tools like SciSpaCy right alongside our LLM, we can take a vague mention of Zika in the medical journal and map it directly to the official canonical entity, Zika virus infection. We can then link it perfectly to known symptoms like headaches. This grounds our AI extractions entirely in verified science. This visual really brings the whole architecture together beautifully. You have your traditional structured databases on one side and your LLM-processed unstructured text on the other. They both map to your target schema and merge into one single unified knowledge graph. Now, instead of desperately searching for keyword matches in a mountain of PDFs, users can just ask natural language questions, and the system retrieves the exact, verified answer directly from the graph.
And that brings us to the ultimate payoff. What happens when your text finally becomes a fully functional graph?
Well, once your text is structured, you unlock the ability to ask incredibly complex, multi-hop questions. Think about that massive archive of grant letters from earlier. A traditional search tool could never reliably answer a question like, who are the most influential people in cyclotron research funding? But a knowledge graph absolutely can, because it mathematically maps the invisible connections between people, topics, and the flow of money.
We answer these huge, sweeping questions using intellectual network analysis. We can literally run graph algorithms like PageRank to reveal hidden nodes of influence, allowing us to find the most central, critical researcher in a web of thousands of papers. Or we can use community detection to see which financial topics or legal clauses consistently group together. The graph reveals these hidden connections that simply do not exist in any single document on its own.
But listen, ultimately, the success of all this comes down to accuracy. The absolute most powerful systems being built today use a hybrid approach. They harness the generative reasoning and immense flexibility of LLMs to parse the text, but they anchor that output to strict verified domain ontologies like UMLS in healthcare and traditional NLP models. It really is the best of both worlds. You get incredible natural language understanding while virtually eliminating AI hallucinations.
By combining natural language processing, large language models, and graph architecture, we can turn any static archive, any scientific paper, or any old contract into a highly dynamic, queryable knowledge graph. So I want to leave you with this final thought. What hidden connections are just sitting there waiting to be unlocked inside your own enterprise's unstructured data? Thanks for joining me on this explainer. I hope it sparked some great ideas. See you next time.